Hello, welcome to V8 Inspires, and today I want to share with you a special message. It's called the emotional cycle of change. Now, this idea I originally heard from Jason Capital. So the concept is his, but I'm going to apply my experience to the concept, and hopefully that will make it more valuable to you. So the emotional cycle of change is this idea that every one of us, when we're trying to be successful, when we're trying to be great, when we're trying to do something with our lives, we get caught up in this cycle of change. And it's important to understand the stages and know which one that we are stuck at. And once we go through it, it will help you more to understand how you can apply it to your own life, to your own business, to your own challenges or struggles that you might be going through, and that can help it be more valuable to you. So number one is the informed optimism, right? So this is the idea, you saw this ad about dropshipping, you were like, wow, people are making $4,000 a week. I want in. Real estate sounds cool. I want to own properties. I want in. Drop shipping sounds great. I want in. Commercial real estate. I want in. Selling on eBay, flipping, all this stuff. You are an uninformed optimism, right? So you don't know the details here, but you're excited by what you see. You're excited. You're enticed by the idea of just going inside and inside the business or inside the opportunity and finding out how you can make the most of it. And that's great, because that happened to me too, right? I saw the idea of motivational and public speaking, and the first book that I read is Unleash the Power. No, it was Awaken the Giant Within by Tony Robbins. Awaken the Giant Within. That book fired my mindset, right? It got me started on this journey. And when I read it, I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep nights. I was so excited to get started. I was so excited to start speaking. I was so excited to learn more. I was so excited to just do and figure this stuff out and start making tapes and messages for the mass and just make millions and all of that. I was just, my imagination was running high. I couldn't stop myself. I couldn't help myself, right? So that was a very big moment for me. But then I gave my first presentation at a high school. It was Trans Mountain College High School, and it felt great. I did great for my first time, and I thought, wow, all I have to do is just do a YouTube videos, the views will start coming in with the subscribers and everything, the whole works. But I was in for a surprise, because I was uninformed, because I didn't really understand the business, because I really didn't understand how long you have to dedicate yourself in order to make a name for yourself and probably make money in it. I was uninformed, and I didn't know it until I started digging in, until I started doing the work, until I started doing the stuff. And then I found out, whoa, this was actually harder than I thought, which leads to the second cycle of change, which is the informed optimism. Right? So now you are informed. Like, whoa, this is way harder than I thought. I thought dropshipping was just open a website, post a bunch of products, and wake up tomorrow with hundreds of orders waiting to be shipped. Whoa, I thought all I had to do was just get my real estate license, and boom, the clients will start coming in. I'll start making sales and start getting many people to own houses and stuff. But no, it doesn't work like that. It never works like that. But this is not what you realize at first, right? But now you're in the second cycle. You're in informed optimism, right? Well, that's a lot to learn, right? but you're still optimistic a little bit. It's harder, but you're still optimistic, but it hits you in the face. You have to do a lot of work to gain this mastery and actually make something out of this opportunity, and whatever opportunity that might be for you. And like I said, for me, it was the life coaching and motivation industry, right? I mean, I guess that's the wrong way to put it. It's not was, it still is for me, right? Because I'm still here, I'm still doing this video. It still is for me. But that leads to the next cycle of change, which is the valley of despair, right? This is where it gets hard. This is when it gets like really, really tough, right? This is when you're gonna want to quit. This is when the going gets really tough, that you don't even know, you have no clue if you should go on. You know, every fiber in your being, everything is telling you to give up. And you have to dig in really, really deep for you to stay in the game. Because now it's no fluke. Now, you know, the progress is very slow. Your studying and everything doesn't seem to be getting you any further than you would like to. And you really want it to happen, but it's not happening. Now you have to really dig deep and within yourself to find the reason for you to keep persevering on this path that you've started, right? I had to dig deep because at one point I just gave up, right? I gave up temporarily for months. I didn't do anything because I wanted it faster than it was happening. I wanted it faster. Right? I didn't understand that I had to trust the process. I didn't understand that I had to just hang in there. I didn't understand that. And I still don't fully even understand it now, why I still have to just dig in. But I've come to understand myself a little bit more in the process of persevering, right? Because my biggest motivation is regret. Regret. Because I don't want to wake up 20, 30 years from now and thinking to myself, gosh, I should have persisted. I should have hung on a little bit more. I should have done this or done that. I should have did this or did that. And that's regret, when you cannot go back and fix it. And that drives me to keep doing it, because I listen to messages and I've seen people, and it's worked for many people. And if it's worked for many people, it has to work for me. It has to. Because even when I quit temporarily, there was this nagging feeling, this nagging voice inside my head, inside my mind. I can't breathe, right? I just couldn't get a break from that voice. Just keep telling me, you gotta do this. You're gonna regret it. You gotta do this. You're gonna regret it. You gotta do this. I was able to silence it for months at a time, but then it comes back again. You just like to keep pounding in my head, keep pounding in my chest. And I just listened to it. I had to give in because it was too persistent. I was meant for this. I have to persist. I have to be here. I have to do this. That's what it keeps telling me, and it's still like if I'm slacking off a little, that voice comes pounding back, right? And it's this idea, this regret. You know, I don't want my life to be the sum total of what could have been, what might have been if I had persisted. That's the biggest, but that's my biggest fear. That's my nightmare. That could lead me to suicide. That could tear me up. That could lead me to the places that I can only imagine now. So regrets, that's my biggest motivation. That's something that I never want to look back and say I should have done more. I never want to do that. The reason I'm stuck in this step, the reason that I'm emphasizing this valley of despair is because this is where most people get stuck. 99% of people get stuck in this valley of despair. I know, because I haven't fully graduated from this step. Every day I face self-doubt. Every day Every day I face the idea that this might not work out. Every single day. I don't even know how many views this video is gonna get. And I don't care. But at the back of my mind, I do care. But at the same time, I don't care because I have to get it done. I have to do another one and another one and another one and just keep the process going. But I deal with the doubt every single day. And how do I get through it? I listen to positive messages every single day. I listen to the likes of Les Brown, Eric Thomas, my personal favorite, Earl Nightingale, and Jim Rohn, and Tony Robbins. You know, these guys keep me going. I listen to them every single day. I don't just learn how to present and how to, speak and communicate. I also learn how to persevere, how to just hang in there. I hear the stories. I hear the challenges and struggles. It motivates me to keep going, and I have to. And I know that you have to too. Because this is not just for you. This is for your family. This is for the nation. This is for mankind. This is for humanity. This is for us. You have to persevere. Don't be the 99%. 99% will quit in this valley of despair. If you can get past this, then you will have success. But if you cannot get past it, there is no success. And what happens is that when you quit one opportunity and maybe you quit real estate and then you see an ad for drop shipping, you go through the same cycles again and you come to the valley of despair, you do it all over again. Uninformed optimism, oh, this is great. Informed optimism, oh, this is harder than I thought. Valley of despair, I'm done with this. This is still hard to figure out. You take another one. But if you pick one thing and just stick with it and just hang in there, I can give you the same promise that I get from the people that I listen to because it worked for them. And if it worked for them, it can work for the both of us. We just have to hang in there, right? And that's when you get past this stage. This is where the boys are separated from the men. And when you get past this stage, that's when you get to the informed optimism. This is hard, challenging, but I can figure it out. And I have to confess, I'm in the middle of the valley of despair and informed optimism, right? I just have to keep pounding myself with that motivational information, and not just to help me hone my craft, but to help me persevere. And I know you do too. In whatever endeavor you are into, in whatever stuff that you're trying to accomplish, you have to stick it out. There's no way around it. There's no sugarcoating it. You just have to hang in there. Sometimes that's all it takes. Just persistent. Just keep doing the same thing over and over again. And just keep it in the back of your mind that this will work out if you just stick it out. And that's it, my friends, because the next level is success. But I am not there yet. But I have faith and I believe that I'm going to get there. And I'm asking you to have the same faith and believe that you're going to get there. Because the other side is meant for the people who are willing to stay the distance. As always, thank you for watching and stay inspired.